Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Before I actually get into it, if you're new to the channel and interested in phone flipping, I actually have a phone flipping Facebook group that's called Phone Flipping Mastermind. I have the group link down below, and if you're not in it, go click on it. Just have to answer a 3-question questionnaire, just basically telling me a little bit how you found it. Most of you will find it through YouTube, and any questions you have about phone flipping. And I basically post daily tips on there, just as an extra source rather than just these YouTube videos. Something quick and easy. You can look at your Facebook notifications every single day. I'm going to be posting them most likely in the morning. So if you're not in it, click the link below. But with that said, in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about how you guys can negotiate with sellers to be able to get the phones at a price that you're able to make a profit at. So with that said, let's get into the video. So the first piece of advice, and honestly the most important, is to have sellers come to you. And by that, I just mean having people come to you because of the ads you're posting up. That's a big way that we make money in this business, is actually putting ads out so people can come to us, and that creates the leverage opportunity for us to be able to make that money. And most people that are willing to negotiate are going to go out there and find ads. If they're not willing to negotiate, yeah, there might be a couple out there, but they'll just go trade it in at their store and get some quick, easy cash. But if they're looking to sell it on their market, they're obviously going to go out there and look for people that are trying to buy them, which can be us. And obviously we want to be those people to be able to make a profit on those phones and flip them. So having them come to you rather than you going out and kind of giving them a price. So like, let's say I'm on Facebook Marketplace, I put an ad up, that's going to give me a lot more leverage than me going out and finding Facebook ads for phones that I might want to buy at a price, because most of the time people are going to overprice them, just like we would on reselling them on the market. The best way to get leverage is to have them come to you, and that's through your ads on either the platforms of Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Letgo, Craigslist, and any other platforms you may use in your region. But the second point is I always offer $30 to $50 less than I'm willing to buy, and that's just honestly something you guys probably do already, but if you're not, have wiggle room. And yeah, if it's a little bit lesser of a phone, like an iPhone 6, like an older version, you're not going to have that much wiggle room because you're probably offering something like $60, so $50 below that would be like $10, but maybe offer $10 less, so offer $50 and see what they work with, because you always want to have a position where you're willing to negotiate with them. If you want them to negotiate, you have to negotiate yourself, so you have to have a bunch of room to actually negotiate with. So a lot about $30 to $50, and yes, obviously these tips aren't going to work, and that price point of offering $30 to $50 will make some people mad, but you should generally know in the beginning, if they're willing to negotiate, they're going to give you a different price, obviously lower than what they had, but probably not something that you're going to give them. So don't get discouraged by it. I mean, 95% of the phones you're going to go out there and people are going to message you for, you're not going to get because they just want a higher price. That doesn't mean you're not going to buy the phone later on, because a lot of the times they're greedy and they'll keep offering a price. Nobody will take it, and they'll come to you because they just want the cash, because they know you're willing to give them some sort of money. So offer $30 to $50 less than you're willing to buy, just to have that wiggle room. So the third point is actually a line that I always use, and this is kind of more of a desperate situation. Like, yeah, they're pretty close to the price, but they're not budging. But there's a possibility that they're actually going to give you the phone for the price you're asking. And I usually say, on quote unquote, these words: I have the cash on me and I'm willing to meet ASAP. And that is just a line I kind of include as like a secret tip, because it has worked for me. I've tested it. Obviously it doesn't work every single time, but saying I have cash on me and I'm willing to meet ASAP means you're a serious buyer, one, and two, you obviously have the cash on you. You wouldn't be saying that if you're not willing to give the cash. So and obviously that quote is for the price point that you're willing to pay the highest for. And I'd say about 50% of the time that people are really close but not at the price I want, if I say that, they'll usually either say, sometimes they'll say no thanks, but either yes or let me think about it. And let me think about it is a really good term in our industry. So the fourth point is another quote, and honestly my final point for negotiating with sellers. It's something that I leave every conversation with. So let's say those first 3 tips didn't really work for you. The fourth point is kind of the go-to at the end. So I basically say, if it doesn't sell, let me know. And that basically shows that you're going to be willing to buy the phone even if they don't sell it to somebody else. It just leaves them with the mindset, if that's the last thing you say, it'll give them kind of the sense that you're willing to buy it later on, and that if that's the final thing you say, it's kind of like this I will remember you. And if you just say leave a okay or something like that, it's not going to remember. They're not going to remember you for anything. You have to differentiate yourself from any other potential buyer of the phone that they're selling. So saying if it doesn't sell, let me know, just shows them you're willing to buy it later. And obviously they don't always come back, but you'll be surprised at how many phones that are originally rejected based on your price will come back to you maybe even a month later or something like that, because they're obviously not selling at it. They're being greedy with their price. Obviously nobody's willing to buy it at that price, and they just want the cash to get it off their hands because they've held it for a month. So I hope those tips help you guys. Definitely give those a try. Obviously the most important is putting those ads out there, having them come to you, because that's really the only way you're gonna buy phones. I'll buy a couple, maybe 1 or 2 a month where I go out and find them, but 99% of them are actually coming to me. They need the cash for whether bills or just trying to get phones off their hands, just making some extra cash to go on a vacation or just a trip, whatever it may be, go to the bars. It doesn't really matter to us. We have to position ourselves on that side to be able to negotiate and be able to buy these phones to make a profit. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Again, if you haven't joined that Facebook group, the link is down below, and subscribe to join the family. We're creating community here. I'm posting daily videos on phone flipping. We might tap into other ways in terms of side incomes you guys can hustle for. But with that said, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.